Oh, that was a roadblock for the Emperor. He said in the interview before, I'm scared to face Focus Orc. Not too confident in that matchup. And it showed. A little indecisive, and of course up against quite some item luck from the Orc. Now he's facing a Night Elf. And he said he's pretty confident against that. It's going to be LawLiet. Kind of sad that we have to say goodbye to one of the players. It could be the third Korean eliminated right here. Yesterday we saw Sok and Chimiko losing to 1-2-0 and TH. Happy, like this group, gotta be honest, all my predictions are wrong. Every single one. And I don't know, could go all the way. I predicted this group would be all 2-0s. Nope.
I think the time here so far, Happy has been in China, has been doing wonders for his matchup against Night Elf. He has been experimenting with builds. He has been facing the ladder over and over. He has played Moon so many times because they are spamming games like crazy and have met each other so many times because of that. LawLiet has been practicing some, but way less than Happy has. LawLiet, though, is strong in this matchup. We saw that before. He has before defeated Happy. There was a show match not too long ago when they met online, however, where LawLiet won with 4-1. Before today and before the time to practice here, I would have said this is by far Happy's weakest matchup against Night Elf. I think he has come a long way, though. I think he has improved a lot and should have much better chances now, certainly against LawLiet, than it was previously.
A little recap of the day. Moon defeated the sad LawLiet 2-1. Also a little item luck on the last map. Both were playing great in that match. Happy versus Focus 0-2. Moon then 2-0 against Focus. Moon is already qualified for tomorrow. He is ready to defend his championship. The question is who will follow. 3 players, no major championships to their chest. Whoever survives will have a great shot for their first premier title. LawLiet, you said he's not practicing too much. He's not grinding games, I would say. He is preparing, though. He's kind of similar to Foggy. I mean, there are players like Moon and Happy who are just playing the entire time, Focus as well.
True.
LawLiet is kind of a little more to himself, thinking about strategies and experimenting with timings. Sometimes even with World Editor to see like what's possible creeping. What will prevail? In the past, Foggy, this did him really well to be creative, to show something new, because what you face on ladder is mostly established or very experimental.
True. The very refined builds normally will be reserved for the online, for the offline tournaments here. What do we have as maps?
Terranas out, Echo Isles out. Happy is afraid of the Warden for sure. Amazonia, Last Refuge, and Northern Isles next. This means CH out for LawLiet and Twisted as well.
Are any of these Warden maps? Not really.
LawLiet established a creep route to do that on Northern.
Yeah, true.
But apart from that, Last Refuge, doable-ish, I would say.
Have to go double Ancient of War with that,
yeah.
though. And that's always risky against Undead Wars. Be heading towards tier 3, triple hero, timing push, and a single Ancient of War, or rather a second Ancient of War, will be a massive delay. Do we have a favorite here in this match?
I'm not making any predictions anymore. For me, it's absolutely 50-50. Depends on what they bring to the table. LawLiet may be more experienced on stage in front of a camera in high-pressure games. Happy, maybe the better micro, but maybe LawLiet the better ideas. Survival game for the Emperor. Or will the Master of the Warden somehow make it work and kick out the last Westerner? Last Refuge to start this best of 3. Whoever loses 2 maps is out of this tournament.
LawLiet spawning in the bottom left. Towards the top right, we have Happy. Korea versus Russia. Starting off with the fast hero build here. A late crypt. This is what Happy has been doing a lot in his practice games when I was looking over his shoulder. What starts off looking like a Ted Fiend opening, alter Ziggurat into delayed crypt into graveyard, but then no fiends, but rather ghouls to follow up after. This is a build that I haven't really seen anybody else doing, but for Happy, it seems to have been working out pretty well. It will have the advantage of starting off with being able to creep with the DK solo right away, but the ghouls will be late to the party. They will be stuck in the main for quite a while, so you can't bring them out aggressively immediately.
That being said, they're also safe until then, of course, and you need the ghoul firepower in the early mid-game, keeper it is, to pressure expansions and whatever the Night Elf is doing. We saw LawLiet again, holding his arm. It's still not healthy, like not completely healed. He still has issues with his mouse hand, I believe. Could be his keyboard hand, I'm not 100% sure.
I think the bandage was on his left keyboard hand, if I remember that right. But yeah, unfortunately having to play with injuries here, but still made it into the top 8 and still has chances at the top 4. Acolyte will be seeing the hero here. DK then, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna play aggressively? Usually I think Happy starts off with a bit of creeping first against Night Elf. Against Human we saw over and over Happy is aggressive right off the bat. Sometimes not even creeping a single camp the entire game. Against Keeper though, against Night Elf, probably gonna be a little bit different.
Claws again, great for elves against ghouls. Happy's coming over. Will he go to the troll to face this, or instant aggression to try to steal some items? LawLiet versus Happy is a match we haven't seen too many times in the past. It is 6-3 in favor of Happy, but except for the show match all on older patches, so that doesn't really count.
And that is the fast tech here by Happy, going 3 ghouls with the graveyard into tech then. First person now by Happy. It is only level 1 keeper. This is the upside of the harass here early on. There's no level 2 to fear, no entangle, so you can harass pretty well. And yeah, here's the 4th ghoul. So Ted Fiend opening into no fiends. Don't know what we're going to be calling this opening. It's something new, it's something special.
Happy opening, I guess.
Oh,
that's
Essential Scout!
Whoa, so on top of everything. Tree of Life planted, immediately scouted, and he pulled out the ghouls to punish this.
Can LawLiet somehow creep level 2 now is the question. If he does, he's going to have Entangle, and at least can make this somewhat expensive for Happy. But he doesn't have an Ancient of War next to any camp, he doesn't have Treants, and the Archers. Archers are over here, actually. DK, I don't think has a dust, no, so should be able to save them. Happy has some more time, doesn't get the coil, good Shadow Melt there. If LawLiet can save this tree, this will be great for him, but it's so hard to find the damage without the Entangle.
4 Treants Youth, that's a lot of mana on level 1. Acolyte is also helping a little. This tree is toast, but how many ghouls will be lost?
1 coil coming in to save that 1 ghoul. 1 ghoul dies, 1 more ghoul kill will be the level up. Happy has the coils ready though.
Yep.
And yeah, that was absolutely a lot of mana expended on the Keeper. Did the Wisp survive in the back? I believe it did. Yeah. Oh, the Acolyte is also level 2, by the way. Is it? Yes, it is.
Oh, just barely, but it is. And now Entangle time. LawLiet with a little mistake. Stops moving. Not watching. Happy scouting for that Wisp, not getting it there. 0 experience on the Keeper. On the DK.
Yeah, so he gets the expo cancelled. That is absolutely a massive deal. Costs a ghoul. That's not too much, but exactly. The experience. This is important. Death Knight needs to get level 2 quickly, and for the late game needs level 3 as well. Keeper on the opposite side of the map at the gold mine. Yeah. Was he expecting a counter expo? What was that? Maybe he was expecting a ghoul solo creep, but he just saw 4 ghouls in the south. It's really not feasible. That was kind of weird.
Okay, maybe he just wanted to make sure, whatever. This Happy build was kind of a creeping, or designed to creep a little now, I guess, but with all the ghouls pulled, he lost a lot of harvesting time, and only now has the resources for attack. That is started now. I don't know, did he start the Lich? Not yet, right? And he needs the Slaughterhouse as well, and Fiends cost lumber too. So this ghoul pull throws him back already.
He wants to delay the expansion as much as he can. Last hit steal on the Ogre Magi would be the dream, but that's rather unlikely with so many Archers and Treants here.
Oh. Can steal it. 50 experience. LawLiet playing nicely against that coil snipe.
Yeah. But it's still a delay. This is already a solid 10 seconds of the expansion. Not that much time, but adds up, you know.
Not throwing the coil here though. Still no dust on Happy's side. Also nothing at the lab. The skeleton's enough. He gets that kill. Can he get one more? Shadow Melt used again. Lich is coming over immediately.
Oh, that's a big deal. Lich, archer kills here matter a lot if we go into Hippo Riders.
Beastmaster!
Whoa! Okay.
What?
Lich is here. Nova is ready. Getting one of the archers at least. DK is gonna die though if he doesn't use the TP. Lets him die.
Okay, gotta be careful with that Lich. The Keeper still has decent mana, but he wants these archers gone. That was kind of #1 priority.
I think he killed 4 archers. That is definitely worth a level 1 DK loss. Oh, but if the Lich dies as well...
Is it worth a Lich loss? How much mana on the Keeper? There must be Entangle it is now.
Level 1 only though, doesn't last too long.
But there should be blocks. Yeah, he's blocking the way nicely. Ooh.
Only
Needs
the
to get
Keeper is faster.
Keeper in front. Oh, the
Wisp.
Wisp nicely done. Oh!
Almost!
Moon will block almost. That would have been the play of the day for sure.
That would have been another one for the highlights, yeah. Oh, that was nice attempt, but not quite.
Still Happy struggling with the levels. Keeper level 3.
Oh, he's staffing to the Lich, though. The Lich didn't go home. He's bringing new rods. This is going to be an expo.
Wow.
This is so important. Getting the expo cancelled when you have no army to do it with is extremely impressive. And how many times did I tell you guys? Bring wisps to the goddamn expansion.
Oh my god. Keep
Sorry.
bro.
This is a personal agenda of mine. This happens way too much. And this is a heavy punish.
150 IQ play by Happy though. You gotta be careful. That's not another coil. Is that another Tangle? No. Can he get the DK out this time without a TP? LawLiet trying to block. Oh, built it right in his face. He's blocking himself a little. Trying to get out. Whoa, he's so greedy. He wants to get this cancel again. And Tangle prevents the right clicks. Lit has to get back in. Full mana. There was a big mana potion. Happy, didn't he expect this? Trying to get out again. And it works, but without the cancel. Keeper out of range.
It cost him the big mana, though.
Yeah.
That is a big deal. Happy made a lot work in the early game with very little.
Air is coming, though. How many Fiends does he have is the question now. Ghoul Frenzy upgrade is coming. Will he hit that timing before? He killed a lot of archers that had to be reinvested by LawLiet. Or Entangle, surround this time. Or is he blocking against it? No, it just lets it wear off. Not enough damage as it seems. Is there another corpse to use? The rod is on cooldown, though.
I might be able to force a TP. This time Happy probably will have to TP. Wait, the telestaff is it not ready?
I think it is, but now the damage is too much. Can he walk it off? Nope.
He lets him die again.
Whoa. Lich is in the altar as well, right?
No,
No.
Lich wasn't
Okay, was
dead.
saved, yeah.
Important scout from the Wisp. It's too dangerous really for Happy to go up there unless he wants to take a big risk. Still gonna creep it. LawLiet isn't gonna try to go for the creep jack.
So, heroes. Abysmal for Happy. Can power creep now with the Lich of Corruption and Fiend damage coming in. LawLiet, Keeper, is a decent mid-game hero. Kind of a bad late-game hero.
Look at the expo though. It's still not even entangled.
Yeah.
This is so late.
Yeah. Warsong Battle Drums. Wow, 10% more damage. And the Beastmaster is not a factor late game. Not really.
Yeah.
So the longer the game goes, it should be better for Happy if he starts to get his heroes up and if he can play against this air. By the way, like seriously, what has Lady Luck against Happy? This Warsong Battle Drum so good, +9 on the Keeper so good, the greater mana for more Entangled so good, 600 mana for Focus in the first best of 3 so good. I don't know, man. This is seriously crazy.
Happy got the mana stone though,
yeah.
and he's coming in with a dangerous timing. This expo hasn't paid off yet. The Dark Ranger is here. LawLiet wants to go for the counterattack. He wants to distract from his expansion, but he's not quite in time. He's also not in fighting shape. The HP on those heroes, they're basically dead.
Yeah.
This tree is dead.
And it didn't mine a single dime. Dark Ranger's third, you said it. He's gonna get some acolytes if Happy is not microing 100% correctly. Diving, TP.
The Beastmaster. Is there a staff?
And the
There's no
Keeper.
staff.
Well,
I fake TP'd with a staff.
yeah,
with a
trying to
telestaff.
force that TP out of the Keeper. Is there Coil Nova ready? Yeah,
Oh!
gets the Keeper! Oh boy, he had the TP! And look how fast these ghouls are with Frenzy on the prowl. This is a block. LawLiet showed before how to do it, but Happy shows him how to do it better.
Damn.
Gets a double kill, and boy is he in control.
Happy is back.
And he
this
lost a
tournament.
single Acolyte!
Holy crap.
Stomps LawLiet in the ground.
Wow. Wow.
Calculated hero losses, calculated losses in general. And when it was time to punch, it was the knockout blow.
Yeah. And the expo timing.
Sick.
That is what this game was all about. Getting so many cancels. The massive mistake, the first one, was not having Wisps at the expansion. I know I'm starting to turn this into a meme, but it's so important. It is. You cannot allow one DK plus perhaps a Lich plus Skeletons to cancel your expansion. You have to have Wisps there. Night Elves keep forgetting about it. And yeah, he just wasn't ready to fight. You can't fight this tier 3 timing with 4 Hippo Riders and 2 heroes, which are, by the way, half dead.
Yeah. Also the execution of this Coil Novas again. It seems like everyone knows what's coming. But how many hero kills have we seen from Happy? He's just chopping off heads left, right, and center in this tournament.
Yeah, and super scrappy early game by Happy. Kind of like his matchup against Human. Extremely aggressive, no creeping at all for a long time. And willingly sacrificing those heroes. Level 1 heroes, we always say it. They can be lost, they will be returning home quickly anyways. For Unit especially a valuable consideration, because if you TP home on 50 HP, it's very hard to heal. If you have a statue, okay, but it's still slow healing over time. So the correct choice can oftentimes be to let those heroes fall. And yeah, the Frenzy Ghouls, they did it. The Frenzy Ghoul timing. They have been slightly buffed in patch 1.31, but the old Ghouls would have won that game as well.
I do agree, but that was a nice showcase of this new Ghoul Frenzy that Blizzard implemented with 1.30.1. That was Happy back to where he was in the group stage, the run of 16, I feel.
Yeah.
That was a lot of confidence, a lot of right decisions, not struggling at all, knowing exactly what to do, when to do, great scouting, Acolyte, Skeletons, timings, everything was there. Especially the first Acolyte scouting, expecting an expansion there, not too normal.
Yeah, and I thought, okay, the Acolyte sees it super early. Sometimes you want the expansion to have been producing a while, and then it's really worth it to cancel it later. But actually, it was important to see it so early on, because he went south right away and got the cancel there, obviously. But because he saw it so early, it was only very few archers out, so he only lost one single ghoul. If he comes there later, say 20 seconds, this can be 2 ghouls lost, can be a faster level 2 keeper, can be 3 ghouls lost. Suddenly, this looks different. So yeah, the scouting absolutely crucial there in that game. The one thing that may have cost Happy Northern Isles against Focus, where earlier it was not so on point, but yeah, how different he's looking. It seems like a mindset thing. It seems like he feels, okay, against Orc, I'm automatically at a disadvantage, but here he's moving in with all the confidence in the world.
Seriously. And again, correct me if I'm wrong, but 1 creep spot taken?
The lab?
I can't think of anything else.
Was that it?
I think so.
Did he take the green, the ogre? Probably not, right?
No.
Yeah, I think he got the lab. Got the double level 2s, that was enough. He got the mana stone, which wasn't even used that game, by the way.
Yeah. That wasn't the right idea by LawLiet as well. I thought, okay, special plans, but that wasn't too special.
Yeah, the early game movement also was really weird. He was chasing the DK around on level 1 for a long time. Then he goes all the way up into the top left.
Yeah, that was indeed a weird movement. And Happy's staff, I love this place.
Yeah.
How much
really
you
good
can
staff
do
usage.
with the Staff of Teleportation, my god.
Yeah,
DK home, back with full HP, decent mana, staffing on, kill the expansion.
The Lich, when he almost got surrounded, that was a really important play with the Moonwell, remember? The Lich doesn't go home, he swings around, goes to the expansion again, then staff onto the Lich, gets Skeletons, kill the Expo. That was the game-winning move by Happy. Northern Isles, second map. The choice for LawLiet should be a better start for him now to strike back against the Emperor from Russia.
He was able to take a map off of 1-2-0. That was with his Warden. Tried to play her here as well. Will he try it again or will Happy no? He was coming closer and closer to a big title, especially H&W Masters, where he was only defeated by Moon. A lot of third places here in the W League playoffs, where he was stopped by 1-2-0, and basically every tournament he participates in, LawLiet makes it to the playoffs. But where is that next step? So far, doesn't seem like he's doing it here. Eliminated in the round of 8, what he was last time by Foggy, and a year before by Check. This time looks like Happy is doing it, but let's not close this too early. LawLiet. Oh, he took up the bandage of his keyboard hand.
So what's the hero? Is it going to be the Warden? Keeper also really good here. Easy level 3 for him. Keeper it is. Okay, no Warden attempted.
Also no Demon Hunter to burn the mana.
If Happy wants to be aggressive here with level 1, this can be a good map to do it on, because the Acolyte's going to start harassing early on. He's going to be slowing down the creeping, and then suddenly the usually guaranteed level 2 isn't so guaranteed, as the DK should be able to swoop in time to get the one creep last hit, and that again forces the Keeper to remain on level 1, which already in the first map was such a hassle for LawLiet, having to deal with that, having to play without Entangle for such a long time. We should certainly be expecting an expansion here once again, especially with Keeper. Night Elf cannot really afford to play one base.
Absolutely. The Keeper is basically designed to establish an expansion early. And in the shuttle bus on the venue here said it's all about expansions, right? He was there. Yeah, it's all about expansions. And to keep some artists alive and not get the undead hero levels high. But the number one priority is expansion. But it's hard to do against this Rabbit Happy.
Creep camps, though, so far looking pretty. The Ancient of War! Oh, dude, you can't afford to lose that one. Okay.
The item.
Greater mana. Man, Happy's having to play against a lot of greater mana today.
What's this curse? DK is coming in, though. Skeletons needs a lot of repair, but he's backing off, seeing, okay, level 2 already finished, can't do too much, and you have a lot of mana, so let me not risk my DK that much again.
And this is not starting off too well. Usually you're supposed... Oh, wow. That's a Tree of Life right in his face.
Yeah. And there's a sheep right next to it, so he can slay that. Then there's a corpse, he can raise skeletons and attack. And Remo, there is... how many wisps next to the tree?
Where are the wisps? Seriously. Where are the wisps? They're not here. Ghouls should be moving out from the undead main any moment now, I imagine. Seriously, where are the wisps? Are you kidding me?
Here's one.
There's one.
But Happy will split against it, and then
he's gonna try to dodge
coil.
with the Moonwell, maybe.
What? Oh, he pump faking.
Yeah.
So hard. Oh boy. Game of chicken a little. He sends the wisps back.
It's already damage on the tree, though. This is worth something.
He deny.
Good scouting by LawLiet.
He did deny the skeleton.
Yes. And here are the wisps now. Okay. Finally. Tech coming in. Ghouls not moving out for the cancel. Of course, the distance here is much larger than it is on LR, so harder to do with the ghouls. Happy just lets it come through. This is a really early expansion. Last game we saw a late one. If Happy just lets it slip through, this is going to be a lot of economy very early on for LawLiet.
Yeah, he scouts the tech, I guess. But so far, LawLiet is positioning himself well. And of course, he's very threatening with this mass mana that he has. Also, Moonwell situation is really good. He can use a lot of entangles. So Happy, is that still the right idea to pressure? I think it's decent to steal and snipe creeps, especially items. But it's not much progress.
Happy is actually playing a straight-up Tetfiend build order, I think, this game. Oh, no, wait, he's got a lot of lumber. Must be 4 ghouls at least. So, never mind. I thought he was going to go for that 3 ghouls into Fiend's build order once again, which is what he kept on losing to LawLiet to in their show match. But no, he has evolved. He's playing it a little bit differently. Going for more ghouls, relying on their frenzy strength. But that's the thing. This expansion is so early. He's going to have a lot of Hippo Riders already, probably, by the time these Frenzy Ghouls are done.
Yeah, and DPS by Hippo Riders can be pretty good if you get some upgrades out. So far, Happy steps up his game here by creeping a little Lightning Shield. Not too great in this matchup. Lich coming Slaughterhouse tier 3. There is, of course, nothing else to play for Undead. So, but he has to switch to Fiends rather quickly. Needs the Web.
Yep, absolutely. Will want to try to diminish the Archer numbers as well. That helps a lot. Remember last game, 4 Archer kills in the mid game is a lot.
Yeah,
that is exactly what you want. So far, yeah, none have died. Of course, with a Lich, that becomes a lot more easy. Nova, along with Coil, took for those nukes. Heal pot here for the DK is good. Not quite a mana pot, though. So here comes the Lich. Is it Archer hunting time? Good skeleton scouting. Happy would love for the Night Elf to begin this creep camp right now.
LawLiet staying on. He has to go for an Alchemist, right? Panda, I'm still not the biggest fan, and it is an Alchemist for the minus armor. You need that for the piercing damage of Hippo Riders and Fairy Dragons to work against Fiends. Otherwise, the rock, paper, scissors system of Warcraft is working nicely, well, against you with piercing damage versus medium armor.
Gets the flute.
This is so ridiculous. Like, seriously, this is ridiculous.
Happy is definitely not very happy with his items, his opponent's items.
That's why he's not called lucky.
I guess so.
Down.
Ring of Regen here. Not exactly the greatest. Can perhaps at least help out right now for the DK, who's still low HP, creeping up more. But the middle is being claimed by the Night Elf. The expansion about to start mining in a second. And this is kind of like the cookie cutter Night Elf opening, the way you're expecting it. Level 2, keep it right away, then creep up to level 3, get an early expansion, don't get it cancelled, and then mass. And so far, LawLiet can just play the game he wants.
Yeah, the PvE game until he has a critical mass.
Oh, but now the creeps are coming in. Oh, the Lich, though, out of mana already. Use it on a Wisp, I think.
Okay, no Nova possible. He's still getting a kill with this superior blocking. Unbelievable.
Mana pot used early again. But the DK has a heal pot.
It's 2 kills. He is getting out with that potion, actually running away. Let the statue heal, and the Lich and Skeletons are doing a decent job in the back line. But the Lich is exposed. Happy still in coil range. Can prevent that.
Basically wasting a lot of mana here.
Yeah, I agree. There's not even too much damage coming out here. Statue brings the Lich back into green.
A player's forces are under attack.
And there's nothing to claim anymore. There's like some little trolls over there, but who cares? LawLiet could have just fallen back and be like, yeah, whatever. And not have to expend that mana pot again. But now it's gone. Backpack for Happy.
Things are becoming scary. Frenzy timing again. But what about the Fiends?
I think we have 2 so far.
Oh, okay, good. Then it should be fine. 4 now. Kind of need a little bit than half the Fiends than your opponent has air.
Are under attack.
A little bit more, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, with Happy's micro, maybe a little less.
Yeah, especially if it's very threatening air units. They're not that threatening though. It's the number that makes the difference here. You can still kite pretty well against them. Happy, a big fan of the Dark Ranger third in this matchup. A hero that has fallen out of favor against Night Elf a lot. But Happy still prefers her as it seems and picks her up again. Boom, there we go. But this is do or die. This is all in basically by Happy. If LawLiet holds here, this should be his game.
Alrighty. And there's a little bit of distraction, Engine of War. That's being killed. 2 illusions is nice. Web is finished. Destroyer up. 3, 2, 1 heroes. No heal scroll. We have 1 on LawLiet side. Close to 4. Statue almost sniped, but no. He's getting there. Only 4 hippos. 5 now. Damage is still good. He's not sniping. Now he is. The Wisp. So there is less and less repair. Changing these Wisps now. Dark Range is taking care.
He's giving it up. Is he?
Oh, it's gonna be late. He needs mass repair now. That will be greeted by a Nova. But is it too late? Can he chew through? Happy is turning around. Entangle an illusion.
Doesn't know which ones are the right ones.
Expo still standing. He's turning around now.
I think Happy can just commit for this.
Does he want to invest a Nova for this? For this repair?
Oh,
Nope.
big Nova towards
Hitting
the hippos.
everyone. And again, the Entangle an illusion. Wow.
I think Happy should just commit for the tree. He can get the kill. He has the TP if he needs to.
He's playing this patiently, taking out one Wisp after the other to diminish the repair and not going all in to not lose too much. I think it's pretty smart. And now, here we have an all-out open fight. He's not committing for the tree. Okay, that's an interesting idea. Heal scroll in the back, not being cancelled. Now it is. Silence on the heroes, taking out the second hippo. Dispel against that, really? Oh no, it just wore off. And he's not even kiting. He's just right-clicking.
It's only 2 Fiends, though. About to be only 1. If this one falls, gets safe. But what about the other one? Entangle coming in, right-clicks the spell, but not in time to save the Fiend. And that is the level up for the Keeper as well. Level 4 now for him. This is starting to spiral out of control for Happy. More Fiends, though, coming in from the main. Destroyer getting focused next. Healing coming in with the coil. There was almost the last bit of mana. Entangle coming in after. There is the Dispel, barely in time. More statues from the main. Units falling on both sides. LawLiet down to 47 supply. Happy about to be less than 40 if he loses this one Fiend, which he will.
Okay, is there time to kill the tree still? Doesn't seem likely. Where are the ghouls? Are they all dead?
Yes.
Oh boy, that was his biggest damage against this tree. Skeletons not available here. Ancient of War falls, but doesn't really matter. Lich Knot level 2. Ancient or tree once again healed back up fully. There's one Nova against the repair, but I don't think it's enough.
Happy. He could have forced this tree kill earlier.
Yeah.
I think that
In
was the
hindsight,
mistake.
you're absolutely right. I thought he's just distracting, and when LawLiet engages, he's engaging to the tree TP out. Needs another big Nova, but it's all fairies now. Untouchable for the Lich, basically. Takes out the one Hippo, but that's about it. Statue falling in the back. Second one sniped immediately. Is Hero Focus the answer? Nova is not ready. Only Coil.
More Fiends coming in, though. More web, but the statues are gone. This is the most important thing. Statues is what keeps you in the game as undead.
More damage. More and more damage. But the Keeper is almost out of mana, and he TP's out to get some more mana, I guess. He's going to the base.
All right.
More free damage towards this Expo.
How's the Moon Juice?
Ooh, this game.
Looking pretty good. Keeper almost full mana. Happy reproducing Fiend statues. 1 statue with the army now. This is important. 5 Fiends upward is where the other starts having a lot of damage and can look for those air units sniped very quickly.
But he has no mana on the DK anymore.
Exactly.
He needs the regen. Is he going for the right clicks now? No, retreating, trying to retreat. 12 fairies, an entire control group, and more wisps. Happy can't fight this anymore, and LawLiet broke upkeep. He's super low on lumber, but Happy, it's the same for him. Only 1 ghoul remaining.
What's he buying? Is there a big mana pot in there?
Selling a lot of stuff for something.
Body illusions again? Buys the big mana.
Oh, okay. That's an all-in now. Level up for the Lich. 2 big upgrades for the Russian.
Illusions again. Is he gonna fall for him again? Gets the first fairy for free, but of course there's plenty of fairies to be used.
No dispel against the Treant so far, trying to take out the fairies, but instantly going into the armored form and sniping the statues in the back. Super easy now. Upgrade for the Alchemist as well. He's not hitting the illusions, he's hitting the real ones.
And the first Fiend is almost gonna die. Dark
Too many
Ranger low
Treants.
HP as well. The Fiend falls.
Too much everything. No dispel against the Destroyer is doing nothing in the air.
The Dark
Just kiting
Ranger.
back. Dark Ranger dead. No silence anymore against the heroes. And if there's Poison Ivy on this Lich, he should fall as well. Trying to get the hero nuke too. The big mana was already consumed. Level 4 for the Death Knight. Maybe Death Pact or maybe... Oh no, it's way more important to be able to run away. So Unholy Aura level 2. Finally the Dispel from this Destroyer was basically banished. 40 versus 60. Happy still hanging in.
But he's the statues. That's the most important thing. If the statues survive, you have this consistent sustain, and then you can get ahead by getting kill after kill and not losing units yourself. But there's always this healing missing from Happy's side.
There's no staff on LawLiet, also no TP, only 1 invul. Hero kill potential is rather high.
Lots
with
of webs.
Lots of webs and lots of kills and lots of mana for this execution. LawLiet knows his expansion should be bringing him the victory. But what if Happy is just superior? Nice dispel. And again, free damage. No repair on that tree.
This matchup is a lot about mana, as so many matchups are. Keeper doesn't have much left at all. 150 at the moment. That's 2 entangles only.
But the spell on the Destroyer should be ready, so 1 entangle goes into nowhere. Mass repair, free XP, uses the Nova for that.
Yeah,
Level 4.
Plus 4 intelligence, hell yeah. Can't of course use the mana anymore of the Nova against the fairies, only against the heroes. Happy, is he making it work?
If he breaks this,
He's got the
he's in
supply
full
lead
control.
suddenly.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
Under attack.
Just pick off after pick off after pick off. Maybe LawLiet a little too careless with his units. Again, a very late repair. Again, a very late engagement. But it pays off once more. Web, kite, that's the name of the game.
And the first Fiend doesn't get coiled. Rare mistake there by Happy, running out of range. Happy doesn't seem to be able to get the kills now with the Mana Flare form. They are very tanky, hard to take out, and LawLiet is moving forward with the Alchemist still putting in quite a bit of damage. Here comes the Dark Ranger back as well. A lot more damage now added to the range army of the Undead, but LawLiet is repelling the opponent right now and isn't losing the fairies anymore.
Alchemist though, there's the Nova, is there a follow-up? The coil, oh, dodge with an invul! That was so hard, everything was on top of him. That was just instincts by LawLiet saving his hero there.
Oh, but he's still in trouble perhaps.
He is, needs to go to the moon. Well, it's daytime though, that's the last bit. Happy webbing more. He's down to 50, but it's time to catch up.
Once LawLiet is out of mana, he has to retreat back to the moon. That is Happy's time then to strike. With the webs, can look for more and more kills. He just got 3 hippogriffs, fairies.
Big mana!
Another big mana.
He is
400 gold, ladies and gentlemen.
So many resources into this. Oh, now this rune of healing or the staff of healing. What's it called? Wand of healing? No.
Heal wards.
Heal ward is absolutely.
Heal ward's doing a good job. DK,
doing
by the
good
way,
job.
close to level 5. Hero kills dangerous. No invuls anymore on LawLiet's side.
Okay, is there Coil Nova? There's
Nova!
certainly a Nova. Follow up. Alchemist should be out of the fight, otherwise he's dead. Happy a little conservative now with his coil. Has to save the unit, or thinks he has to save the unit. Level 3 for the Dark Ranger.
That's more stats, if nothing else.
Level
Perhaps some
5.
silence. The Lich in the
Lich
front,
alive.
tanking like a boss. Still has the heal pot, by the way, but so many fairy dragons suddenly. Alchemist has to be careful. Entangle does not lead to a kill right away. It is now tanky enough. We have the healing coming in as well. The level 3 coil doing the job, perhaps, but still many fairy dragons up in the air.
LawLiet fighting so hard against this wall that is Happy, repelling the piercing damage attacks over and over. The coil seems to be always there when it's necessary. Destroyers also, how careful he positions them just to move them in for the dispel is masterful. He's going on the hunt now, switching, not going for the statues anymore. This is the switch of tactics for LawLiet. Will it pay off? There is only one more coil. Maybe Happy is forced into a TP soon as there's no mana no more.
And the statues is what's keeping Happy in this fight. He has this consistent sustain. I thought that was excellent by LawLiet earlier, sniping the statues, but I guess he doesn't have the numbers anymore.
How
Look
is he
at
down
it!
to 40?
40 supply!
Look at the supply coming in. And here's the Nova. Is it finally time for the tree?
Level
Level 5
5
on the
Lich.
Lich.
And
An
this,
unbelievable relentlessness from Happy.
I think he bought these mantles as well, and he's taking out this
Yeah.
expansion now also. And you can't play this without Expo.
That's the win
LawLiet.
condition, and the wisp can only be detonated.
Wow. Happy.
Sick.
Under siege.
He lost every ghoul earlier, every fiend, every statue. How is he
Oh, look at
winning
this!
this game?
He gives it up! That look of exhaustion and disappointment on LawLiet's face. Happy stays alive. What a will to survive.
Wow. That was impressive by Happy once again. In full control in game number 1, LawLiet's counter map pick works out in the way that his opening is looking good. The early expansion comes up without problems, and Happy takes forever to come online, takes forever to be able to fight, and was only inches away from the abyss on so many occasions.
Seriously, he was hanging on a cliff on one finger at times. There was a 20 supply lead, I believe,
Yeah,
for LawLiet at one point, 15 to 20. And he was head first into these engagements at first, webbing and then standing under the umbrella of fairy dragons and hippos and just taking the damage, coiling against that. When he started the kiting game, the start of the fight was always looking okay, but then he was retreating, and the web stuff was on the ground doing nothing. And then once LawLiet was out of mana, he had to pull back, and then it was Happy like a bulldozer over this Night Elf army. Just super sick how he knew exactly when to have that one-on-one fight, when to retreat, when to push back. That was decision-making S tier.
The one questionable choice was not killing the Tree of Life. He definitely could have done it. He could have committed to the tree, but probably after that he's in a bad position, has to TP out, and then the tree just comes up anew. But that probably pins LawLiet at 50 supply for a long time, when perhaps both supply counts rise similarly, which should favor the undead. So that was still a questionable choice. You can debate whether that's good or not. I thought he had lost that game.
Yeah, twice.
I thought when he didn't get the tree, all the ghouls are dying, and then every but one fiend fell. I thought, okay, that's it. Third map. But no, how he stays in that game with such tenacity, unwilling to back up. He was next to the market, between marketplace and expansion for, I believe, 5 minutes straight. Double mana pots.
800 gold into mana pots, everybody. That is 600 mana. That's like 7 to 8 coils, let's say 8.
It's kind of insane that the greater mana potion has better value than the normal mana potion.
Yeah.
Actually, it's actually a good purchase.
Yeah.
Normal mana potion, 200 gold for 150. No, wait, it's exactly the same. Never mind. I was just...
whatever. I'm not doing math right here, man.
This game also drained me a little bit.
The happy games today keeps us on the edge of the seat. And we have one more. There is a rematch. Happy eliminated 3 Koreans. That was Lin and... Sok and
LawLiet.
And LawLiet now. Well, eliminated, but defeated them. Is it time for the 4th, or will... Yeah, it's kind of like Happy slaying Koreans, Focus slaying Russians.
It seems like momentum is with Happy, though.
Yeah.
Focus
Ooh,
was
hell
starting
yeah.
off very strong today, and against Moon, I don't know what